Welcome to the University of Michigan Museum of Art. I'm Grace Vandervliet, and I work with students and teachers to think about how art can help us learn about ourselves and our world. The museum, UMMA for short, has a large collection of Korean artwork, and it's a great way to learn about the world of a single shard.
Tree-ear is an orphan boy who lived almost 1,000 years ago in a village named Julpo in Jeollanam-do, in a country called Korea. For a long time, he is content to live with an old man under a bridge, barely surviving on scraps of food. All of that changes when Tree-ear sees Master Potter Min making beautiful celadon pots. Tree-ear sneaks into Master Min's workshop to watch him create beautiful pots with mere handful of clay. He dreams of creating his own pot someday. When he accidentally breaks a pot, he works for the master as an apprentice to pay for the damage. By working side by side with Master Min, who is often demanding and difficult, Tree-ear learns to create his own pots with determination and hard work. When a messenger from the king's court comes to scope out the best potter in town, Min is not quite ready to show his finished product. The messenger allows Min to finish his pot and delivers it to the king's court. But Min is not fit for the long journey. Tree-ear volunteers to go in his place. Tree-ear travels from Julpo to present-day Kaesong in North Korea, about 300 kilometers away. That would take about 5 hours ride in a car. He does not realize that the dangerous journey will change his life forever.
The Korean peninsula has served as a bridge between China and Japan, and even close to Russia. Because of its location, the Korean people were able to transmit and mix cultures, designs, food, and art. But on the other hand, they were constantly under pressure and challenged from many sides. Many wars have occurred in the Korean peninsula throughout history. Korea was occupied by Japan in 1910 for 40 years. After the Korean War in 1950, which heavily involved China, Russia, and USA. The land was divided into North and South Korea, which stands divided to this day as Communist North Korea and Democratic South Korea.
Because of Julpo's special location between the calm sea and deep tidal flats, the soil was perfect for making celadon. Let's explore the galleries and see how the pottery process happened. Let's watch artist Kim Yik-young as she demonstrates this process that Tree-ear might have learned from Min about 1,000 years ago.
Throwing is the most ancient, efficient, and flexible technique that offers all the possible form for my work. When I look at it, I dream of reaching to the high sky with two arms wide open toward the heaven. While paddling, I try to concentrate all directions of pressure toward the center of the vessel. It needs to avoid undesirable stress, which might cause cracking of the vessel for drying and firing.
Now let's see these pieces in the museum. We'll focus on 3 specific objects that come from the approximate time around when we imagine Tree-ear making pottery.
If you look closely, you might notice the incise lines cut into the sides of the bowl. That's the technique that rival potter Kong discovered. He cut a line into the clay and inlaid another color of the clay in the grooves.
When Tree Ear reaches the king's court, he notices chrysanthemum designs in a potter's stall. This flower was very popular and appears in many ceramics, like on the center of this bowl.
This is a wine cup and matching stand. The stand was meant to catch the extra liquid that spilled out of the cup. It would look like a lotus flower emerging from a pond. Buddhists repeated the form of the lotus in their decorations of art and buildings, especially in Goryeo dynasty when Tree Ear lived. A person in that time may have seen these elements as spiritual symbols. The cup might represent the soul and the stand would be the messy world below. It's tough to see them, but there are chrysanthemums incised on the side.
Stephen Young Lee is a Korean-American artist living today. He makes ceramics with blue and white glazes and designs. The picture here shows a group of dinner plates and an image of movie star Bruce Lee. Some plates have a dragon design on them. Individually, each plate would not mean much, but you can see the entire image and the impact when they are hung together like this. Sometimes Stephen Young Lee creates perfectly smooth pots and then smashes or bends them. He was inspired by the time when he felt the pressure to be perfect by those around him, and how sometimes he feels like buckling under the pressure. These imperfect vases are beautiful in their own way too.
These vases, cups, and bowls could all tell a story about their journey. I wonder if they sailed around the world on a ship or if they were carried in a sack like tree ears. Did any break along the way? You're invited to come to the museum and explore how they moved around the world and ended up here. Come check it out.